guys, today we're out flying in northwestern Canada and we're on our way to the Alaskan border to do a sling job in one of Capital Helicopter's AS350s. Now, I've been flying the SD2 around for the last week, just sort of getting used to it. I'm pretty new to the Astars. I'm more of a 407 guy. But today, I'm going to be doing a sling job in the SD2, and I've never done that before, not in this aircraft. So yeah, I've been flying around for the last week, getting used to the machine, and now it's time to throw in a line and get to work. So I've got my sling gear here in the back. I've got my, my long line and a couple of nets there on the seat. That's all I'm going to need. Now, the biggest difference I've found going from the 407 to the A-Star is the difficulty of looking through the vertical reference window versus the 407 that has the bubble window, all this visibility. You can see all the way down the side of the aircraft and everything out the right-hand side. In the A-Star down here, I'll bloody show you. What they have instead is this vertical reference window, so you can see your long line and everything down there. Although, as you can tell, it's pretty tricky to see down there. It's quite small, so sort of got to be on the ball a little bit more, I guess. The job today is for a junior mining company, and it's cheaper for them to fly in all the equipment and set up a camp and explore and prospect these valleys, these areas, rather than using a helicopter every day to fly people in and out to do what they need to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to fly people in, then we're going to fly a net in, and that'll have all their gear in it, their tents, their stoves, food, and they might be out there for a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. And then at the end of the thing that they're doing, we go in and we grab them. Now, it's fall time here in Western Canada, which is quite beautiful. Like, check this out. Just absolute scenes. But we are picking our way through the weather to get to where we need to go. Alright, so I've just landed here at the staging area where I'm going to meet the clients. It's essentially a lodge or RV park on the side of the highway. It's about as close as they can get to where they need to go before they need the helicopter. So what's probably going to happen here is I'll jump out, do a bit of a meet and greet with the clients, have a look at how much gear they've got, see if we can do it in one trip, see if it all fit in the net. Some of it we might have to take internally. So after I give them a safety briefing, I'll take them out into the field, scout a location that's going to be suitable for them, for what they need to do, maybe grab some fuel. The more fuel I have on board, the less weight that I can take. So being my first time slinging in this machine, I'll probably go with minimum fuel just to give me more power, then sling out the load to them, and that's about the job done.
Pretty close to the Alaskan border.
Yeah, and they want me to hug the Alaskan border on this one so we don't piss off the outfitters and scare the animals into Alaska.
Go a little bit to the west, you're going to have a fighter jet flying next to us.
Yeah, right. You guys want to see an air show or what?
Yeah. Big drone comes out of the nowhere.
They're a little bit sensitive these days.
It's the Russians.
Yeah, we don't have. I was about to say we don't have any Russians on board. I almost brought one. It was pretty close.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dimitri was going to come with me. He likes Putin too, and he looks like him, so it's real bad. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So we're going to be down here somewhere. Pick a spot, mate. What looks like home to you?
Yeah, exactly. I gotta have to go to my other screen here. Pretty well where I have this mark is pretty good. Like anywhere even below us is good. We're like right on the line right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but obviously if it's flat for you and everything, tough for dry firewood, but
I'll find some.
we'll find some.
Yeah. Down in here is good, yeah.
Somewhere in here?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll shut down, take our time, we'll grab all that shit out. Alright, so I've fueled up, I've strung out my long line, and I've got it connected to the cargo net over there. It's ready to go. Let's have at it. I can see in the mirror that my long line's clear. Sail's clear. I'm going to start to spin into wind. Oh man, this sucks. Alright, starting to get tension up on the load now. So it's a bit of a swing to it, but we're airborne. Everything's still in the green. Gonna go with the momentum. And away we go. What are we pulling? 98%. We're still in the greens. We're not even takeoff hour. That's 1,600 pounds of gear, which is, yeah, pretty close to the limit. So we're good. It's just, that visibility sucks. I guess that's a big difference there with the 407. You've got your head in the one position, and you can just look down at the gauge, which is down on the skid, and you don't really have to turn your head or move too much. Whereas this, every time I want to check the gauges, I've got to turn my head, I've got to bring it inside, and every time you do that, you're going to move. It's not the best. Alright, well, better luck at the other end, I guess.
So now I'm on my way to the campsite. The plan is to drop off this net and then go pick up another one which is filled with wood so that they can keep warm while they're out there.
We are ready to go, sir.
Alright, I'll be with you in 10 minutes.
Roger.
Alright, so that pickup was pretty messy. So let's see if I can redeem myself on the drop-off. Alright, steep and slow, steep and slow.
Now generally you want to bring these things in a nice, slow and controlled manner. But I was coming in way too hot and I ended up overshooting the site by like 50 feet.
That was kind of messy. That's pretty pathetic. Let's go get this wood and see how that one goes.
We're at your 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I got you that. Alright, let's try this. Empty hook.
Now, I bet you're thinking that an empty hook would be easier, but it's not. It's actually harder. It's lighter, so it moves around a lot more.
Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh. Oh yeah, I've lost vision. Oh, there he is. Oh man, just slide it on. There he goes. Try and pick it up with a little drift.
So the aim of the game here is to pick it straight up, or at least in the direction of travel, which for me was forward.
600 pounds, away we go. I don't know how the other guys do it. I guess you have to get used to it. What other option do you have? Alright, let's try this one again. Bit of redemption. The power's not an issue, this thing's only 600 pounds. I just want to be a little bit more precise, a bit smoother on the controls. Where do you want it, boys? Right there. Alright, well, while he's messing with that, I'm going to land because I need to wrap up this long line anyway. Alright. Oh, that didn't go very well, but say LRB.
Welcome to the bush piloting headquarters, where we have all the beef jerky and banana chips that you can poke a stick at. Now, it's a couple of days after that sling job, and I finally had a chance to look back at some of that footage. I'm currently out in the 407 at the moment, down, I don't know, 10 miles north of the Alaskan border near Haines, just out with some environmentalists surveying some sockeye salmon down at this little lake. And rather than wait down in the swamp, I opted to come up to the top of the mountain here just to keep an eye on the weather. You can see it's pretty low, sort of fighting Mother Nature here, but hanging on for as long as we can. The highway's only 3 miles that way, so if things go south, it's not too far to go. There they are down there somewhere. And there I am up here somewhere. Anyway, man, that sling job did not go the way I wanted it to. I walked in there thinking that I was just going to roll through that. I've done a million sling jobs before, and what's a million and one? I just thought it was going to be another aircraft same, it's just a helicopter or whatever, just go on through the paces. It's just lessons learnt. Don't let it knock you back, I guess, Dars. Shout out to Capital Helicopters for allowing me to shoot this footage on the job and share my experience and this beautiful part of the world with everyone else. And the reason I like making these videos is because none of this was around 10 years ago when I did my license. If you haven't been to the Yukon in northwestern Canada before, I highly recommend it. It is stunning, as you can tell.
So a couple of days have passed, and now it's time to take these guys home. But before I take them home, I've got to take all their gear back. These guys have been out here for 5 days, so they've drank all their water and they've eaten all their food, so theoretically the net should be lighter. But there's going to be a second net which is full of the soil samples that they've taken over the last couple of days. So old mate's just going to do a walk around the load here, make sure everything is secure and that nothing's going to fall out of the net, and then he's going to give me the international signal to go up, which is just spinning your hand up in the air. When I picked up the net the other day in the Astar, it was a bit of a show. The load was swinging all over the place. And I don't think that's the aircraft. I think that's me. I think that's me being unfamiliar, uncomfortable, and tense up on the controls. But now I'm back in the 407, and I'm a lot smoother, slower, and more comfortable on the controls. I'm not the biggest fan of the Astar's vertical reference window. I think that's pretty tricky to get the hang of. But I'm sure, like with anything, over time I'll get the hang of it, and it'll just become another helicopter.
Let's hope he can come back now. Woo!